Hi, this is an inventory management system developed in Visual C++. Now I'm going to show you guys how it works. Here you just need to enter the customer ID number, surname, first name, account type, depending on the one you want or how the order was made. And here we have a method of payments and the date that was made. So now you can just see how this works. You can always clear and start all over again. Let's say we have CID, so that's the new customer details, and the name happens to be Peter Lagos. Yeah, that's the name. And here we have a install order, and that's supposed to be the date, and here you just enter direct debit. That is supposed to be dates. Okay, all you just need to do now is click on select any of these. If it's not selected, you get this message asking you to select an item there. So we select South African beans for quantity, or let's say none is selected here, and see what will happen. See, you've been prompted to enter an item, so click on that there. Okay, so let's say we're changing customer details again. So let's say that is Helen London. Let's change this around. That method of payment there. So what I will do now is take you guys straight into Visual C++ development environment, and we'll put one of these together. Okay, so let's do that now. Hi there, and welcome to Visual C++ inventory system. I'm going to click on new project. Now I'm going to select Visual C++, select Windows Forms application, maybe drop this down and select the network framework of a 4.5.3, and then let's give it a name, VCPP underscore inventory. It should be name inventory system, and click on OK. Make sure Windows form is selected. Click on OK. Now that my form is ready, I'm going to define the size of the form. That's 1368 by 700, and I also need to define start position, make that center screen there. The next thing I need now is to enter as follows. Let's go to the toolbox and add a label. I'm going to need a couple of buttons though, so that's there. Then I need the time picker, ListBox. What about a RichTextBox as well? RichTextBox. I'm going to need that for my display. I need this 2, 3, maybe 4 of those, and I need a label. Where's the label? Right there, we have a label there. Need a couple of those, and 2 more here. There. Then I also need a ComboBox. Let's grab one ComboBox here, maybe one here. Then TextBox. Let's grab a TextBox, one here, one here, one here. Need a couple of those here. Then I also need, let's go for CheckBox. Need 4 of those. Okay, let me click this. Delete that. I'm gonna copy all of these and put them in a frame. Cut that. I need a panel there. Let's get a panel on board. Draw the panel that much and paste all of those components right inside the panel. Let's change the color of this panel to maybe control that dark. Alright, so let me just speed up the whole process and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, right there guys, this is how the system looks right now. If I run it, let's save it first, compile and run. And right there guys, this is how it looks right now. Well, we just have to now add some program to make all of these components do what they're meant to do. So let's close that, and maybe we may have to move them up a little bit so that you guys can see it, see everything. Let me just click and select all. Let's move it up a little bit. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, the first thing I like to do is take care of this exit. Double click on the exit, and I will then enter the following lines of codes right there. Okay, so what will happen here is the system will actually prompt you to confirm if you really want to exit the system, and if you click on yes, then the system will, you'll be able to exit the system, else you still remain within the system. That's the exit. So the next thing I want to do now is, let me double click on this form and just enter the following for those ComboBox. So right in here I'm going to enter as follows. Okay, what will happen is all of these will populate the ComboBox. That's for one ComboBox called other made, the other one here. Then the ListBox, my checkbox, I've just enter false there. I don't want them all checked. Okay, and the radio button as well. So if I build and run, you see what I'm talking about. Okay, let's run it and see. And right there, okay, you can see the system has populated this ListBox here and this ComboBox, and also this ComboBox right here. In here have the different types of payment, and here I have other made, either by account, telephone, online, and so on. So here you just need to enter customers' details in there. And this very one is just my own design. I may have to move that a little bit back. So let's come in here and just move that. And these, let's move them back. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now the next thing I would like to do now is, if I click on this, I would like it to be able to populate, to select, to check all of this, get it checked, full set, should check all of this. So double click on that and enter. So as you can see within the if statement, so if I check this very component, all of this will become true, else it will become false. So if I build and run it, let's run it and you guys see what I'm talking about. There, if I click on this, that's it, all checked, else. Okay, so the other thing I like to do is, because I do have something about other item here, so if I click on this, I would like this to indicate if any of this is selected or not selected. If it's not selected, then we'll expect a message box to be displayed. So let's do that right in here. So let's come in here. Okay, right inside other main, I've entered this if statement. If ListBox is empty, this message box should be displayed. And if any of these checkbox are not selected, if they are false, this message box will be displayed. And the radio button, if any of them is not selected, the same thing will apply, this message box will be displayed. I'm going to run it now, you guys see what I'm talking about. So I will not select anything there, click there. So it's asking me to select from the brand. So if I select from the brand, I haven't selected anything from item or quantity, and there's asking me to select from items. Okay, item selected, click on that. Okay, quantity, you need to select something. If all is selected, check this out, no message box is displayed. Okay, so let's exit. If I click on no, I remain within the system, and if I click on yes, there we go. Now the next thing I want to do is, before I continue with the other item, I would like to just take care of this clear and more item. Let's take care of those first. Okay, for the other more item, double click on that and enter as follows. There. Okay, that's just to clear it, to clear the system. The same thing will be applied to the clear button. So in the clear button, just enter as follows. Now those two components are taken care of. The next one we want to now finish up with is other item. Okay, next thing is, let's declare the following variables. Okay, for each of those countries, here are the variables declared for them, for the price of items from those countries. Now underneath here, we will now do the calculations. Okay, to start with the calculation, I'll first of all enter, let me just enter a break line there, so that I won't get it mixed up. Then I'll start by going for the very first country, and that's supposed to be, okay, I'll just select anyone, maybe go for Canadian first. Okay, in this other item, I've actually added another variable here, and that's for the price. Okay, now this is to determine if any of those components are selected. If they're not, this message box will pop up, and this one too, and right here as well. And here, this is the first calculation I've looked into, and that's for the Canadian. So if any of those is selected, okay, if the selection are made in this checkbox and this checkbox, then I expect this multiplied by this. If it's 1, multiply it by 1. If it's 2, multiply by 2. 4, multiply by 4, or 8. Okay, now here, that is my receipt, and all of these are displayed on the receipt. But the receipt is now fully completed. I just want to show it to you guys how it's gonna work. So if I run the system now, let's say Canadian is just the one there. If I select that, select bean, select any of these, either 1, 2, 4, 8, click on that, there, that's what you get. Okay, but it's not right yet, so I'm gonna work on it and make sure it's right. So the first thing we want to do is, let's enter environment and new line here. There we go. Alright, okay, let's see if that works. Then we'll stick to the environment of new line. Okay, that's fine. Now let's try another one. Okay, that's not working either. Right, we need to find out what's going on. Okay, now that we know those ones are not doing what I want them to do, okay, let's continue. Here we want the customer name, so let's come in here and just enter the plus sign, and that will be for the customer. Okay, let's get these details. That's customer ID, and the customer ID we actually go in here. Customer ID, that means whatever is entered goes in here. There. Now what I think I should do is, and that is just for one, now we need a customer name and surname. So this can also become plus txt customer name. There. Then let's add a customer surname, txt surname. There. And do that. I think there's an error there. Okay, now right in here, paste that. Right, that's correct. Now we have 3 other items, so I'm going to copy all of these, just all of this. Let's cut it all off here. I think that would be the easiest way. Let's just say plus environment, new line. Right, close that. Now come in here and start a new one. RTB reset. Get my arrow in place. That's a text box. Paste that in there and just enter this there. Delete that. Okay, get rid of this. Okay, that should actually be append. Cut and paste that in there. Yeah. Alright, now I now need LBL, whatever is in there. Okay, let's go back in here. We need the details of these ones. So okay, that is a ComboBox. Copy that, and the other, okay, ComboBox as well. Okay, back in here, that is plus ComboBox, and that will be text. Now dates, let's leave the date. Let's come into the payment, method of payment, get that one. And come right in here, paste that in there as well. Method of payment, and enter a text box there. Now this very one, that is the date. Let's cut that off, and we're going to now paste that. That is price. We have this here. This is this. Yeah. Okay, undo the cut and see what went wrong. Okay, that's supposed to be uppercase. Right. And we need the date now. LB, all the dates. Yeah, cut that off. And we need that here somewhere. Before or after. Yeah, that's fine. Right there. So this will give us another one, and let's enter the dates. Let's get the dates details here. Alright, let's copy that, come in here, paste that in there. Let's see, that should be text, I think. Yeah, right, so that is fine. Okay, that's how my receipt looks right now. So let's try that out. Save, rebuild. Now run it. And there we go. So we select Canadian and just select any of these numbers, click on that. So that is for the very first one. Okay, we have the name, surname, and so on there. Alright, so that's fine. Okay, so let's clear that. So the clear is now working here, so we need to enter the clear in there. Let's come down here, double click on that, and just enter RTB equals clear there. think we need to enter that here as well. There. Okay, it's working how we expected it to work now, but it's just that we're only dealing with the very first one, which is 1. So if I run it, so select Canadian and select that, click on that, you see that, guys, and it's because I didn't enter any name in there. Let's say the name is text. That's the name there, text frog now. Alright. Okay, text frog now. So that's the details of him, and if we come in here, select that, you can see that right there. That's text frog now here, and all I just need to do now is to make sure there's enough space in there. So let's do that. Let's come in here, dealing with this first one, then we can always take care of the second one easily. So right here, let's enter tab. You have 2 tabs there. Just copy that. In between the names, maybe we have a column and tab here. Then we try that out anyway. Paste. Then we need it here. We don't need that here. We need it here, and we don't need it in here. Paste. Just run this off, and here surname, first name, surname is needed in for surname, and there, that's it anyway. Okay, what about here? We need it here. It's not needed here. Get rid of the column, and it's needed. Payment, it's needed here. It's not needed here. There. And then date. It's needed here. It's not needed here. Alright, so let's say build and run. Okay, let's try it out. Let's say the reference, that's the reference, and name happens to be Paul Lumen. Okay, install method of payment, direct debit, Canadian beans, and let's order 8. Let's check out the price. Okay, what is left? Oh, we meant to select 1. Only 1 works here. Clear that and do that again. Select 1. Okay, there. Name again. Now drop this down. Okay, check that out now. There. So all I just need to do now is to tidy up this area. Let's move this one a little bit in. Alright, that's fine. So if I click on that again, okay then. Yeah. So since that one is working as we want, we can always get rid of these. That's fine. Yeah, get rid of these. Yeah. This goes. And that goes there as well. Alright, I'm just gonna copy this now. Copy that and paste it right in here for this. Repeat the same thing here. And the same thing here. Yeah. that's fine. Okay, so let's take care of the rest since we've taken care of this very one. This is for we have 8, and that is if it's Canadian price. Alright. Okay, the next thing is to take care of the other one, and that will be, let's go for the meat. Yeah, maybe this one. Yeah, why not? Come right down here and just enter as follows in there. Right there, guys, and that is it. That is for the, if the customer select the Canadian meat. Have a good look at it. Maybe reduce that so that you can see it. It's a little bit too small though, a bit too small. I think the best thing, let's just break it from here. New line there, another one here as well. Yeah, I'll make life easy so that you guys can see it. Right, repeat the same thing here. Yeah, right, that's much better. And this one is just that. Okay, now let's take it up and repeat the same thing for the others. Yeah, right here. Break it from there and repeat the same thing here. Okay, that is much better. Alright then, since that is done, the next one we need to have a look at will be the, I can just copy any of this really. Copy it and just change the ComboBox. Yeah, I'm going to copy this, copy it right down here, Control C, and maybe have a double line there. Paste. Okay, let's get the name of the other one. We have this, so let's get rice in place. Copy and come right down here. Okay, that'll be rice there. Repeat the same thing here and the same thing here. One more there. So now that you guys get the whole idea, I'm just gonna speed it up now. Okay guys, I've finished the coding, so let me just show it to you guys. All I've just done is just copy and paste for the other countries. Let's take it from the top so that you guys see it's from here. Okay, now those are the variables declared for the other items, and this is string variable for the price. And in here, if a customer do not select any of these, or the end user do not select the brand, this message pops up. If the item is not selected, this message pops up, and if this quantity is not selected, this message pops up using if and else if statements. But if all of those are selected, this is what happens. If you select a Canadian brand, and this is what happened just for the first item. For the second item, you can see there, and if you notice, it's the same line of code. The only difference is just the price range is now multiplied by 2, multiplied by 1 here, and multiplied by 4 here. Okay, the price itself is right here. Those are the variables declared in here. Alright, and all of these that you see here is just the receipt that is printed, or the item that is printed on the receipt, the names of the the customer, first name, surname, date of purchase, price, method of payment, and so on. That's what is in here. RichTextBox was used for that. And that's if 4 item is ordered, 8 item is ordered. Now that's all for Canadian, and that's to do with the rice. And here, no, that's to do with the beans. And here, that is for meat. If you order a Canadian meat, the same thing happens. And here, Canadian rice, the same thing. So it's exactly the same line of code. Let's just take it down so that you guys have a look. Okay, now let's come to the Nigerian one. There, the same lines of codes. Right there, that's the beans, the Nigerian meat. Take it down, meat, and now we have the Nigerian rice. Okay. Now, let's have a look at the other countries. South African, the same thing, the same lines of code, guys. So it's no big deal. Then we have the South African meat, South African rice, and the Indian one. Okay, the Indian one is the same, just the same lines of code. So let's speed that up to the United States one so that you guys see it. It's exactly the same lines of codes. Now this is the United States one. United States beans, meat, US meat, US rice. Okay, and that's all there is to it. The other item here is the other codes here is just to clear the components, and that's all there is to it. So I'm going to run it now so that you guys have a good look at it again. Okay, we entered. Let's enter customer ID, whatever in there as the customer ID. The name we can just enter Felix store, and date of purchase is right there. Let's make it yesterday, and MasterCard is maybe Nigerian meat, and let's select 4 items there. So let's say you now want South African beans, maybe 2 of those. Okay, maybe United States meat, and there. So all I just need to do now is just need to increase this font size so that you guys can see it properly. Let's come in here, select this, and come right there and just increase the font size. Then we run it one more time. Okay, make that bold. Let's go for maybe 14. Let's see how 14 will look like. Let's run it, compile and run. Let's enter CID, whatever there, name Paul Kings. Alright, that's fine. Just enter that, make a selection there. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay guys, and that's how you create your own inventory managing or management system in C++. I suppose you all enjoy it, so please do subscribe, and you guys have a nice day now. Bye for now.